The Kansas City Chiefs, with the unknown status of Travis Kelce, Kadarius Toney, the unknown status if he knows how to play football or not, we'll see, are going down to Jacksonville to take on the Jags, who just had a tough win, divisional game on the road. Trevor Lawrence, Calvin Ridley, that looks like a legit dynamic. What do you expect to see from the Jaguars and Chiefs game, getting started early with a -3 favorite for the Chiefs on the road?
So there's a couple takeaways of this. For one, we talk about the Lions a lot, about the hurdles they have to overcome to be anointed as the top contenders in the NFC. For the Jags, this is a hurdle game for them because, last year they pieced things together and they came out firing in week 1. Now they're facing off against the AFC team to beat in the Chiefs, and they are facing the Chiefs at their most vulnerable state. They don't have the rapport with their wide receivers. Travis Kelce's injury is unknown whether he'll play or not. I think if this is a game that the Jags can win, this will mean a lot for them moving forward. As for the Chiefs, one thing I don't want to bet against is Patrick Mahomes after a loss. He usually comes up firing the next game. So I'm not sure what the spread is for this, but I do think that the Chiefs...
-3.
The Chiefs are minus... Oh, it's a push game then.
Yeah.
This is a game that I think will be determined by a field goal. And I can't really pick which one to win. I'm going to lean the Jags based on lack of rapport with receivers and Travis Kelce's injury. So give me the Jags here, but I think this is going to be determined by a field goal.
Yeah, so with this game, status of Travis Kelce, Jay Glazer said that he's currently going through some strengthening of the muscles outside the joint, which is what you want to do to prevent that injury in the future. And they got away with just a deep bone bruise, so he's going to work out this week. And if there's no swelling in that knee, he will play. However, I think he would be in more of a limited role. He's not going to be 100%, and he may be a little bit tentative on that knee because you're always going to have that doubt in the back of your mind the first time you step on the field. So I think that's going to work to the Jags' advantage. The Jags are also at home. It's tough to play in Florida. They're below sea level with the humidity. So it's going to be a tough environment for the Chiefs. And I know Patrick Mahomes wants to come out firing, but if Travis Kelce isn't necessarily himself, that was a close game in the playoffs last year. And I've seen the Chiefs play the Bills, Bengals, and beat them in the playoffs, but I've also seen them get pieced up by the Bills in a regular season game, where I remember the Bills once beat the Chiefs 38-20. So it's mostly because it's early in the season. Chiefs still have a little bit to figure out with that wide receiving core. Who do I trust more going down the field as far as their weapons? I trust Travis Etienne to make those plays on third down. I trust Calvin Ridley right now to be a dynamic receiver. And I think Doug Peterson's going to say, hey, if you want to really make a push this year, we had a tough game. Forget what we just did on the road. Now it's time to come home. We're not going to let them win in Jacksonville in our house. So I do think the Jags will come out on top in this game. And I think the Jags are better than the Lions. So I think they'll definitely be able to move the ball a little bit more efficiently than the Lions did.
Yeah, I agree there. I think the Jags, this is their year where they're ready to be anointed as one of the premier teams in the AFC. And this is a game they go out and win against the Chiefs, then they will be properly anointed as a Super Bowl contender if they're not already.